Hello everyone, my name is Ali Purwanto. I am a mathematics student from University of Indonesia, and today I want to present my paper on Conference 2020 First Conference on Internet of Things and Embedded Intelligence. So, my paper title is Lung Cancer Classification Using Fuzzy Sequence and Fuzzy Kernel Sequence Based on CT scan image. And this is the first author is Mr. Zuherman Rustam. The second author is me, Ali Purwanto. The third author is Sri Hartini, and the fourth author is Glory Saragi. And this is the outline of my presentation. There is an introduction, materials, feature extraction, and next there are methods, results, and conclusion. Introduction. What is lung cancer? Lung cancer is the uncontrollable formation of the malignant cells in the lungs. 1 out of every 20 people diagnosed with this disease lives up to at least 10 years, while 1 in every 3% die within a year. However, patient survival rates vary widely, and early diagnosis can make a huge difference. So, from this paper, I hope we can help people or doctor to make it easier to diagnose lung cancer. Next, how to diagnose lung cancer. Lung cancer can be diagnosed using 3 ways. First, from Röntgen pictures. Second is CT scan, and the third is lung tissue biopsy. From the 3 tests, the doctor can easily determine the cancer type and stage. A spot on a lung CT scan defined as a nodule that is either benign or malignant. And this is the picture of example of benign nodule, which is in the left, and the right is the malignant nodule. This is the example of 2 pictures between benign nodule and the malignant nodule. On the picture on the left is a lung CT scan with benign nodule, and the right is lung CT scan with malignant nodule. And this is the materials that we used in this study. The materials is lung CT scan data taken from SPIE AAPM Lung CT Challenge 2015 on the Cancer Imaging Archive website. The data consists of 70 CT scan patients, and which each patient has at least 200 images, and there are the nodule location or diagnosis tool, and the often result showed that each patient had at least 1 lung nodule. On the left, we can see the data frame of lung nodule locations and diagnosis. And total nodules that we get is 42 for benign nodule and 41 for malignant nodule. Next is feature extraction. Feature extraction is to convert an image data into a numeric data frame. There are 4 steps to do feature extraction. First, preprocessing. Preprocessing is cropping lung CT scan image into lung nodule image. And then nodule size, converting lung nodule image into numeric in the form of nodule size. And the third step is GLCM, or gray level co-occurrence matrix, the converting lung nodule image into numeric using gray level co-occurrence matrix. And LBP is converting lung nodule image into numeric using local binary pattern. And this is the pre-processing step. First, the original lung CT scan image, which has 512 by 512 pixels, is cropped into 64 by 64 pixels using Python algorithm, and we called it 2D crop. After that, we filter the image to erase the non-nodal parts using software GIMP, and we call it filtering step. After we crop the long CT scan image into nodal image, and this is the first feature that we use in the study, called nodal size. Nodal size is the area or size of the nodule obtained from the number of pixel values that are not equal to 0. And this is the illustration. First, the nodal image is converting into a matrix which has pixel values on the center. And if the pixel values is not 0, it's converted to 1. And then the result matrix is sum all the pixel values, and we get the feature. The first feature is nodal size equal to 4. This is the second feature that we use in this study, called GLCM. According to Robert Haller in 1973, gray level co-occurrence matrix is made for quantification of the heterogeneity of surface patterns and roughness displayed on digital image. GLCM features that we use in the study, there are 4. First is contrast, 2 is homogeneity, and 3 angular second moment, and 4 is energy. And this is the formula of the gray level co-occurrence matrix that we use. This is the third method of feature extraction, called local binary pattern. The illustration. The nodal image is converted into a matrix, and then the central pixel is compared with the neighbor pixels. If the neighbor pixels is greater or equal than the central pixel, it will be changed to 1. Otherwise, it will be changed to 0. And then the binary form is converted into LBP value using binary systems. And this value will be placed into a new matrix called LBP matrix. After LBP matrix is finished, it will be changed into LBP histogram. And then the LBP features that used in the study is LBP energy with this formula. This is the methods that we use for lung cancer classification. We use fuzzy Siemens and fuzzy kernel Siemens, and the objective function is as follows. The difference between fuzzy Siemens and fuzzy kernel Siemens is by its distance. Fuzzy Siemens clustering using a Euclidean distance that can be seen in this formula, and then fuzzy kernel Siemens using kernel distance. And in this study, we use RBF kernel with this formula. This is the algorithm of fuzzy Siemens and fuzzy kernel Siemens. First up, let C is the cluster centers, while t equals 0 is the initial centers for j equal to 1, 2 until c. Step 2, calculate the membership matrix. Step 3, update the cluster center. Step 4, if the cluster center distance between iterations t and iterations t minus 1 is less than error, or the iteration has reached its limit, it will stop, else back to step 2. And then this is the result of lung cancer classification in this study. This is the comparison of accuracy between fuzzy Siemens and fuzzy kernel Siemens. Can be seen, the highest accuracy is achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens when k equal to 3 with 74.1% accuracy. And the highest precision is achieved by both classifiers with k equal to the highest precision is 80%. The best recall of the study is achieved by physical Siemens when K equals 3 with highest recall 69.2%. The highest specificity from the study is achieved by fuzzy Siemens when K equal to 5 with specificity of 87.5%. The highest F1 score of the study is achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens when K equal to 3 with 72% F1 score. Next, we analyze the best performance in this study. The best result of accuracy is 74.1 is achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens. The best precision of 80% is achieved by both methods. The highest recall of 69.2% is achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens. The highest specificity of 87.5% is achieved by fuzzy Siemens, and the highest F1 score is achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens with F1 score of 72%. And the conclusion of this study are the best accuracy, recall, and F1 score are achieved by fuzzy kernel Siemens with a 74.1% accuracy, a 69.2% recall, and a 72% F1 score. And the best specificity of 87.5% is achieved by fuzzy Siemens, and best precision of 80% is equally achieved by both classifiers. These results show that the use of the kernel in the fuzzy Siemens method can improve its performance. Consequently, fuzzy kernel Siemens is better than fuzzy Siemens with the data used and optimization parameters as limitations. And next, this is the references of this study. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this paper can be useful for science future. Goodbye and have a nice day.